Hi everyone, today I want to show you how to write a bootable Linux image on your USB drive on your MacBook Pro. So first, let's insert our USB drive and see what message we get. Okay, so the disk is not readable by this computer, so for now we will just ignore it. And this is to write an image file on your USB is two-step process. The first step is to prepare your USB drive for the writing. So let's go on to the first step and create and prepare our USB drive. So we go to applications and utilities and the disk utilities. The second step will be to write our image file on this USB drive. So here we can see that this 8 gigabyte USB drive which we intend to write on, and to prepare this disk, first we go to the partition. For the partition layout we choose one partition, and for the format we use free space. It will clean everything on this USB drive. So if you have any data on this USB drive and if you don't want to be erased, you can stop here. If not, you can just apply and click on the partition. Okay, so the disk is ready to write. Okay, so now let's open the terminal to move on to the second part of this process. Okay, so we will need to change the directory to the location where we have our .iso file. So this is the location of my ISO file, and as you can see I have Ubuntu 14.04 slash desktop dash amd64.iso. I want to convert this file to image file because it is not possible to boot from .iso file, and if you already have an .image file downloaded, then you don't need this step. So let's see how we can do it using the HDI util command. First we will have to be a super user to finish this process, so let's do it first. Enter the password. Okay, so we are still in the same directory. So HDI util convert the name of the first directory will be .img file, so its name will be Ubuntu 14.04 .img, and the second one will be ISO file. And let's wait for a minute. Okay, so here we are, and now we will have to locate our USB drive, and for that we will use disk util command. This will give you a list of all the hard drive and USB drives you have plugged into your computer. There are two of them. Disk 0 is my hard drive, which is 250 gigs, and the disk 1 is my USB drive, which is 8 gigabytes. So we will have to copy our .image file into /dev/disk1, and as we can see here, we already have an image file uh, with .img.dmg extension. So let's move on to the final step and copy this thing to our USB drive. The command for the copy is dd command. dd if now this is an input path for our image file, so that will be ubuntu sorry dot image, and the output path will be our path for our USB drive. So our output will be OF is equal to slash dev slash r disk, and in this case it will be 1. Now make sure that you insert r disk over here instead of a disk, because it will speed up the process. And we can do also something else to speed up the process, which is to specify the block size, which is bs, and we make it a 1 million 1 m, and let's hit enter. Okay, the process has started. And if you want to see the status of your process, just hit Ctrl plus T, and it will show how many records have gone in. It will take about a couple of minutes while you can keep pressing Ctrl T. Okay, now we are done, and we can see the message that disk you inserted was unreadable by this computer. This means that we wrote image file on our USB stick, and we can boot up our computer in Linux using this USB drive. So you can just click eject, and the process is complete. You can also type exit on your terminal, so you are no longer a super user. And that's all how you make a USB drive on your MacBook that can boot Linux.